Okay, here we go. First of all, I want to thank everybody for coming out and being with us this evening here at Gone Artsy. And, of course, I'm going to do this little run through again. Going to do a top hat made out of tin can, which I know this is nothing new. A lot of folks have done them. But I want to do it using Gone Artsy products. So, of course, I'm going to show you all my cans one more time. Here's the ones that we've seen a lot of. The big gallon ones, number 10 cans. And then this one, which I believe all these were green beans because, you know, a lot of y'all know that I do a lot of cooking at the American Legion Post, so I get the large cans when I cook up there. And, of course, this is also like a tomato juice can size. I thought this one would be really cool. More like a chimney style, maybe, I guess. But I was trying to figure out a way I could mash one of the corners because I thought that would look really cool. But, well, I didn't get that far. I had a heck of a time getting it to dry anyhow because it's been cool here. We had some beautiful days, but we were busy messing with decorations in the yard. And now it's really cool here. So I had a heck of a time getting it to dry. But this is the can size that I'm going to use tonight. Okay. Done all that. Run through one more time. And here is the one that my husband got the joy of painting. And this piece is just chipboard. Now on these big large ones, like this, if you go to your Wilton cake section, you can get one of the rounds that you put cakes on. You can get like, I think 8 of them in a pack. And they're thicker, so, you know. But this was some pretty thick chipboard that I had. And mine has sort of fused itself together a little bit where it was still wet, and I just set them together. So I'm glad I set it where it was pretty even. But like I said, I'm having a hard time getting it to dry. So it'll probably be tomorrow before it's completely done. But I use the Rust-Oleum multi-textured on mine because I just wanted to have a different look. And I love this stuff. It's like my all-time favorite thing. But it stinks pretty bad. So if you do a project with this, give it a few days to kind of get that paint smell off of it. That's my only complaint about it. But otherwise, I just think this is some really cool stuff. So here is what it looks like. I see a little spot up there. It just gives it the look of rust. You know, an easier way to do it. Which one of these nights I'm going to do a rusting technique to show you all anyhow. And it's some pretty cool stuff. My mother-in-law has done it. So anyhow, here is our little hat using the Rust-Oleum multi-textured spray. And I'm just going to secure it a little bit more with some hot glue right around here. And you ladies just talk amongst yourselves. And open it. Now I'm just attaching this with a little bit more hot glue. I hope everyone's doing well and they've got their Christmas shopping done. You're welcome, sweetie. Okay, now there we go. I've got that on there. Now we'll just give that a second. Now I want to show you all this beautiful ribbon that Deb carries in the shop. This is from May Arts. And it's really pretty. If you didn't get it for the holidays, oh my goodness, you missed out. because it's like really cool. It makes me think of Santa. And it's wired. It's not a real heavy wire, so, you know, it'll hold its shape, but yet, you know, it doesn't make it real stiff and bulky. So anyhow, that's what we're going to use around the rim here, like so. Isn't that cute? I just love it. When I got this, I got it in mind to do the big 10, and then I got to messing with it, and I thought, I don't think that's going to fit in the camera. I'm a-pinging you all. Now, let's see. I'm going to try to find the seam of the can. It's right there. So I'm going to put everything to the back of that. Like so. Alright, let me get that down there. This is going to be a pain to work with. I can already see because of the rim. I'll just have to glue and come back. There we go. Okay. Let's see if I can pop that up. No, it's not going to work. Well, I'll just have to fight with it, I guess. Now, I'm going to take and I'm going to fold this over just a little bit. So then that way the edge looks a little finished. I'm going to hit it with just a little bit of glue in behind here. I'm going to hold that down for a second. This ribbon, Deborah, this is gone artsy, honey. Rebecca or Marianne, could you all share that link, please? I appreciate it. A million. Okay, there we go. Oh, let me turn it this way. There's what we have so far. I just love that ribbon. It's so stinking cute. Okay. Now, let's see what I want to do next. I may add some feathers, and these are also from the shop. You can get the red or the red and white. Multicolored. And I'm going to show you these as well that she carries in the shop. Now she has some other colors as well, and this is her two-tone champagne and her purple. This is one of her newest ones. When I seen this, I thought of my son's girlfriend because she absolutely loves purple. So I wanted to share those with you. And these are the goose feathers. And again, she does have more colors. So I'm going to lay it over there. Now, what was I going to do? Oh, okay. I'm going to lay these back over here. Okay. Now tonight we're mostly going to play. I don't know if I'm going to use that. That's from my stash. And then I have these fun little ornaments. You can get these at the dollar store. And I had a boo-boo and I broke one. There's so many different things. See, you can see where that's still a little wet. Anyhow, if you have that problem, I'm going to show you all a little trick here real quick as soon as I find my paper. If you are got an area that's wet, like that still is, see where I made my dent, take a plain sheet of paper, lay it over it and just sort of smooth it and work it. And it kind of takes the flaw out that you've made. Ta-da! So then that way it doesn't dry with a big old nick in it. Pretty cool, huh? Now, you want to know where I learned that trick from? Cake decorating. That's, you take a paper towel, clean paper towel, and you lay it over your cake, and that's how you smooth out your icing. Pretty neat, huh? Okay, that's a fun little tip for the day. Alrighty. Now, let me see if I have enough here, because I'd like to make a bow with this. And then this, I love red gingham check. A lot of y'all might know that. So I'm thinking about incorporating this in with it. In addition to, oh, let me grab some raffia. Let me see what I can do with this. I'm just going to make a simple bow. No, I know what I'm going to do. We'll see what we can get out of this. Even if I can only get 4 loops, that'll be fine. Because that'll just be our base. Alright, let me get a piece of wire here. Got some twine, I'll just tie it together with that. Yeah, poor little thing. She had an awful little goose egg on her forehead. Well, hang on just a second, y'all. Alright, let me do something different here. I think I'm just going to do a plain basic bow, and then I'll build from that. There were so many different things I kept thinking of that I wanted to add in with this. I just kept pulling stuff out. My husband thought I had gone crazy. Oh, this would be so pretty just to make bows and put on your tree. So cute. Isn't that adorable? I just love that. Okay. Now, I'm not going to do anything else to that at the present moment. Now, Deb has different seam binding. And I'm hoping I have enough green here. My seam binding that I got for this project, it has went MIA on me. But I'm going to see what I think about it in with this. I don't quite, I'm not too sure about that. But I'll make a real quick little bow out of this gingham here real quick. You just, I just do loops back and forth, back and forth. Since this is double-sided, I don't worry about doing that little twist. I just gather and bunch. That's the nice thing about the double-sided. You don't have to do all that other. Just give it a snip. We'll lay that over there. And I'm going to tie this together with this little piece of twine. And ta-da! Bow made. And we'll just do a little pull here and a little pull there to fluff it out a little more. And there we go. And we're going to work those two pieces in together like so. And I'll trim this off in a little bit. And there we have that. Now these are just off some scrap tree branches. If you see somebody throwing away a Christmas tree, grab a few branches out of it. Or if you go to a yard sale and somebody's selling a tree, you know, you can use these little pieces. Gives it a new life, so that way it don't end up in the landfill. So I'm going to take these pieces and I'm going to glue them onto the sides over here. Keeping in mind, keep my seam towards the back. Just going to hit this with some hot glue and lay these on here. And I'm going to put my longer piece at the bottom. That's funny, it's because I got told the same thing when I was a kid. Yeah, that's pretty funny. It's just so funny. Huh. Okay. Now then, I think I'll put this little short one in. Right there. Okay. I'm trying to keep this turn on account of this brim. Okay. Now I'm going to snip. I think I'm going to cut this at an angle. Easy little trick. Fold your tails in half, cut at an angle, and bam. And that kind of ate that up a little bit. I think my scissors are getting a little overworked. Okay. Remember, when you're using scissors on things with wire, it will eat at the blades and it will take out little nicks. So if you want that for that purpose, you know, like to cut wire with ribbon, make sure you get you an old pair and just use it for that. Okay, next I'm going to glue this piece on. Uh-oh. I just knocked that off there. Okay. Let me get this on. Uh-oh. We've had a train wreck, you all. Hang on. Slight train wreck. Oh, dear God. That's so funny. The things kids do. Okay, I had to smooth that back out where it's still a little damp. Okay, let me reattach the rim here, because it popped off. And I do recommend using maybe E6000 or some other really strong glue if you're using this the Rust-Oleum. I'll smooth that out one more time where like I said, it's still damp up there. That way it'll just smooth out those little prints. Okay, I think we're back in business. This is called a multi-texture. It's just sort of kind of a brownish look, and it can it just has the look of like a rust. And what you see here in the cat, it's rough. It's kind of grainy. You can get this at any hardware store. I'm pretty sure that, I mean, Walmart may carry it. I've never looked. But I got mine at the hardware store. I think. No, I lied. I'm sorry. I did get this at Walmart because I also, back when I did the centerpieces for the Halloween dance at the American Legion, I bought this and my silver paint to do my, I spray painted a bunch of whiskey bottles and done them up for candlesticks. So yes, Walmart does carry this. Yes, yes, yes. Sorry, I have bought it at the hardware store. Okay, and here's what we have so far. Isn't that precious? I'm just really loving this ribbon. Now I'm going to attach the bow that I made with the gingham right in there. Oh, does Michael's care? I don't have a Michael's near me. Well, I mean, it's like an hour away. I didn't have any craft stores near me till last year when they built a Hobby Lobby. Ouch. And the closest one near me was about 40-minute drive. And then our Walmart near us, it did away with its craft section. I mean, what crafts it had didn't amount to much. So, yeah, I was pretty tickled when the Hobby Lobby came in. And there's what we have so far. So cute. Precious, precious. And then I'm going to add some of these berries in. I've had these for a while. I don't know if Hobby Lobby sells it. But I'm crazy in love with it. Yeah, when I was growing up, because I live in the area that I grew up in, and when I was growing up, we had a little mall near us, and they had a craft store. It was a locally owned little craft store. And every weekend, we'd spend time at the mall. We'd go to the movies, and I lived in that little craft store. And then they moved it. In fact, they moved it to the shopping center where the Hobby Lobby's built now. And it didn't last no time there. So then there was nothing. And the closest Joann's, that booger's about an hour away. So yeah, that's why I just did a lot of my buying online, you know, in the little groups and little small business owners. So, all right, now we are going to use some of the pretty Bling from Gone Artsy, and I'm going to use this one because it reminds me of a snowflake. Isn't that cute? And here's some more pretty ones too from the shop. I want to make sure Deb sees that. My son is messaging. Goodness gracious. Okay. Alrighty. So we're going to work that in there. And this is also from, I got this from Adele also, but I think I'm going to go with the smaller one. Isn't that pretty? So I think I'm going to work the smaller one right in. But this is a fun little project. You can even use the smaller ones, you know, your standard size ones that I'm sure a lot of us use, you know, at home. And, you know, you could paint them. A lot of them I've seen are done black. Like I said, I just like this stuff. I think it's just the coolest stuff ever. And, you know, you could do smaller ones, you know, with the kiddos. I personally think it's important to do crafty things with your kids because, you know, it gets for their imagination and creativity and things they can build later when they get older in their own homes. Plus, it's great time just spent with your kids. There we go. Okay. Now, just let me trim this off. Here. These were beautiful poinsettias. I wish I'd bought more. Oh. Now then, we're just going to work that right in there, like so. I did it again, y'all. Knock that booger right off. Okay, let me straighten it up here. Now, you could get really crazy with this because it's like super fun to do and go really overboard. That's why I really wanted to do the big one, because there's so much more you can add to them. Let me patch this up again. I did a swap. It was a shadow box swap. And I used this on corrugated paper and created a roof. It was pretty cool because it kind of reminded me of like an old, my goal was to have an old tin roof is what my goal was. Now again, where that's wet, of course I'm pushing my fingerprints into it, so I'm just going to put that piece of paper back over it. Smooth it out, because that probably won't be good and dry till tomorrow. And with it being cool here, because it doesn't know if it's winter or springtime yet here in good old Kentucky. There we go. I'll work on that a little bit more. And here's where we are at so far. I just think that's really cute. Okay. Now, this little snowflake, this came in a Christmas card from the admins at Chic Craftique. So I think I'm going to incorporate that in here. It's actually a sticker. Let's see. I'm just going to do this for the moment. And then I'll finish trimming it out. I don't know, maybe even just put it on there. We'll play with that some more in a minute. Alright, another thing that I wanted to add in. I'm getting ready to turn these over again and break them. And if you have any of the rust, because I love the primitive look. Christmas. I do not have a thing in my home that is the primitive, but I love it. Like little metal stars or any types of metals. It'd be cute on there. Well, let me try this again. I think the reason why I like the primitive with this type of stuff is because you're already using the tin, so yeah. But you can incorporate that in somewhere. Oh. You could, now these little fellas, They've lost their feet. Look, he lost his feet. We're just going to pull them right off there. If you're doing the bigger ones, little birdie, and these just came from the Dollar Tree. He's got to get his feet back on. Ta-da! But these would be really cute, you know, incorporated in one of these. Of course, I think he's too big for this one. But that would be cute to do. And Miriam carries these beautiful crystals like this. Now these are acrylic, and then Deb has some beautiful ones that are glass. And I have used all of mine, and I cannot show them to you. But if Deb will share a link, it will take you to look at the beautiful crystal ones that she has. Now I'm going to take this piece out of this poinsettia. And incorporate it in. And then we'll see about adding these. Isn't that pretty? That crystal's, you know, looks like ice. Pretty cool for a little winter project. And you could decorate these for Thanksgiving. You know, they make great little centerpieces. Let me work this in. I'm going to be out of shot here just for a second, everyone. And that added just a little bit more. Festiveness. Now what you could do is take and put these on wire, so then that way you can stick them in. Let me see if I can find some wire here. I might not be able to, because I have got all my florals in another area. So we're just going to make do and work these in. Okay, first, let me lay that on the side. I put the crystal in because it looks like I said, it looks like ice. There we go. And then these two little ornaments in here. I think these little ornaments are adorable. Again, I just got these at the Dollar General. Get a little container of 15 count for just $1. And these little things are great to get and just, you know, put on your packages too. Now, what did I do with, there it is. Let's see where I want to put this. Well, I'm not too sure. I may just think about that one. Let me smooth that out one more time. Again, this is a great way just to smooth out your paint. If it's still damp, just lay a piece of paper over it and work it so you get your little fingerprints out of it. Of course, the best thing to do is not try to spray paint in the when it's cold either. There we go. Okay. Now then, here we have a fun little tin hat. Great little decoration. Now, if you want to get real creative, you could take and hammer in little holes. And instead of using this as your top, flip it over the other way to where you have your opening, and it could be a luminary. So you can, and I did it again, look y'all. And they make great little centerpieces, you know, for tables. But yeah, just hammer you in like a bunch of little holes. You can do a design if you've got a template, you know, like doing the pumpkin carving. You know, put you a template over it and, you know, hammer your little holes in. Oh, this is just chipboard. That's all this is. Real heavy chipboard. And on your bigger ones, now you could also go in your Wilton cake section. Walmart has that. And you can buy the rounds for your cakes, because I think you can get like a pack of 8. Depending on the size you get, will depend on the quantity that comes in a package. And being they're a lot thicker, you know, makes it even better support. But this is just a chipboard. And if you wanted to, you could curl your ends. I'm trying to figure out a way to smash one of my corners because I wanted it to look, you know, really distressed in a way, I guess you could say, and old. I thought that would be really cute. But yeah, if you have a template, you could take a pick and hammer in, but do be careful, whatever you do, hammer a design in, and let this side be up, and then you could put your candle in. So, and you could even have, you know, greenery or something hanging out of it just to decorate it a little bit more. But I think those would make really, and I'm gonna be noisy here, y'all. Oh, great little centerpieces. So, I'll get pictures up of this. Be sure to head over to the shop and order yourself up some of this fantastic ribbon, because I think they would even be adorable to make bows just to put on your Christmas tree. So, I think I found myself a new thing for next year on my tree. So, but I'll get pictures of this where it's standing upright, so that way y'all can definitely see it just a little bit better. At this angle, it's kind of bleh. So yes, but yes, you could use a cereal box, most definitely. Cut you out. I would double it just to give it a little bit more sturdiness. But yeah, these are fun to do. There's tons of them on Pinterest. Check out what other folks have created and done. This is just my little take on it. And I want to thank everybody for coming out. The new challenge will be up either tonight or tomorrow. And the winners have been posted. for the Christmas ornament challenge, and thanks to everyone who participated. And I think we've lost Deb. So in the meantime, I want to wish everyone a very, very Merry Christmas and a very, very Happy New Year. And we will see you all next year. This is the last class for the year. We're going to take a 2-week break. And from my home to yours, may all your Christmases be white. And until next time, thanks everyone. We appreciate everyone here that joins us at Gone Artsy. Thanks again. Take care. Much love to you all. Bye-bye.